drop a beat.
This is how it starts.
Y'all didn't know I have a DJ name on the weekends?
We drop a different beat.
All right, it is time for the Funkast Blast.
Ooh, Funkast Blast. Funkast Blast.
Funkast
Pew.
Blast.
Pew, pew, pew.
Funkast Blast. Funkast Blast. Pew, pew, pew.
Today we won't chew into the mics this time.
Is that a better one?
That was awesome.
What's up, Fanatics? Welcome to episode 135 of the Funko Funkast, the only official Funko podcast recorded at Funko HQ in Everett, Washington. Now available on Echo devices. This is your host, Sully.
This is Hillary.
It's Ashley from work.
When the darkness descends onto your town and the rats take hold the city, do not be afraid, for you're listening to the Lords of the Rats. Behold, I am your humble servant, the one of many forgotten, like the morning mist, Dima.
I thought we had Charlie Day here for a minute.
Same.
Baby.
Kitten mittens. I love the R roll. That was
good.
That was a nice
That was my natural.
inclusion.
Wow.
Can you give us
Some people can't do that.
a tongue twister with R's so you can roll all the R's?
Roll all R's. I don't know.
That's not easy.
It's hard to do that.
Roll
I
a
can't
roll.
roll an R after a D.
Rd.
Like Drax.
No, if you were like madre. If you were to roll
Madre.
Yeah, I can't mine sounds like that
Madre?
too.
What does it sound like when you try?
Madre.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
you
kidding?
did it. That's
But it doesn't sound
Food.
It's a 10.
It doesn't sound as good as
Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish.
I know.
You ate a whole wheel of cheese. No, I'm not
I'm
mad.
not even mad.
Hey, if this is your first time listening
And back to
the
business.
Funko Funkast, we record weekly to bring you the latest reveals, listener questions, hints, bad dad
Baby
jokes, pop culture discussions, occasionally games.
Once in a
Got
while.
that
right
wording
now.
right. And
How many toes
giveaways.
am I holding?
How many
Toes?
toes
Yeah.
are you holding?
Wait,
Yeah.
what is your definition of holding?
Well, that's the... How many toes am I
And
holding?
whose toes?
I'm going to go with
they
11.
attached?
I'm gonna go with
one.
I'm gonna go with 10.
9 are yours.
You're not holding a single toe.
But that's what I'm asking. It doesn't mean if
Wow.
they're attached. Is that holding?
Discussion. Hot topics.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. Somewhere
Hot
Hollywood's
take.
ears have perked up. This is the Funko Funkast, our official podcast. Yes, we work at Funko, the company that makes pops. No, this is not a sales pitch, so don't turn it off yet. We just like
You
to have
working,
fun.
I'm just cruising.
Give us 2 more minutes.
Okay.
We just like to have discussions, pop culture discussions. We talk about movies, television shows. We talk about some Funko products.
Yes,
we
we do.
tell some bad dad jokes. It is just for fun, so sit back, relax, let it just wave over you.
Open up your favorite drink of milk. Strawberry milk.
Wait,
Chocolate
wait,
milk.
why is that everyone's favorite drink? Open up your favorite drink
Like
of
Nesquik?
strawberry milk.
It's one of the
Ooh, Nesquik.
one of the first
Haven't had
American
that.
surprises I
Chocolate's
saw
delicious.
when I came to US. What to go to the milk aisle at QFC and seeing strawberry milk. And it was delicious.
You had
I'm
never seen it before?
Not a fan
No.
of strawberry milk.
Are there milk flavors in Russia?
Yeah, it comes from the cows and it's white.
You have chocolate milk though.
Well, yeah, but it's not as popular as regular milk.
Hot chocolate's
Strawberry
popular.
milk is just an absurd.
Have you guys ever tried flavor straws?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
So it's like a straw that you can drink milk out of, and it has the strawberry flavoring. So when you
Ugh.
suck it through the
I
straw,
hate fake strawberry flavoring.
yeah, it doesn't taste anything like the real deal.
No, it doesn't.
Is there any fake flavoring that you guys like more than the actual thing in real
Banana.
life? Banana.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't
no.
taste like bananas.
I don't think
That's the
so.
least
Well,
good
you know what?
option.
It is.
As a super taster, I disagree with that.
Oh, I
I-
forgot.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I like
That's
blue
right.
raspberry.
Hmm.
I don't know if blue raspberry is a real thing, but I like that flavor.
I don't know. I'm just a big fruit fan in general, so I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
go for the real deal.
Yeah,
Fruit bats,
whenever
yay or nay?
possible.
What do you
Fruit
think?
bats?
Now that
Sure.
I'm just like,
Are you
asking all
doing the Funkast Blast questions just from the
so.
top of your head this
I
week?
just
It's
want
like,
to.
I'm going to make these up right now.
I just want to know, what do you think is the most off base from what the fruit tastes like for a flavor?
Strawberry's high.
I think cherry too.
Cherry's high also.
think liver.
Grape.
Cherry
Grape,
tastes
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
just straight medicine.
yeah.
Grape flavoring is its own
It totally is.
entire
Orange is
flavor
pretty
that
on
tastes nothing
point,
like
though.
grapes.
Orange and lemon
Yes.
and lime are all on point.
Yep. Those are
All
pretty
those
on
chemicals do taste
Point. Banana's
a lot
not.
like
Nope.
Banana, no.
Like a banana Laffy Taffy.
Or a banana runt. I like banana runts though.
Ugh.
That's because they're shaped like the food. That
Yeah.
helps
So it makes
your
it more-
mind. Yeah. Helps you buy into it. If you'd like to play a little Funko Bingo while you listen along today, go to ithinkpixels.com/bingo. I think we've been updating the card a little bit. I've got to check with our card master, if you will, and see if he's implemented some of our new ideas. We need to get some more Ashley squares in there. So you guys play along, practice, and get ready for a live.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but I
That one
think
coming
if you do get bingo, you can just shut out your window in the middle
we
of
might
the
hear
night.
him.
We
And
might
then
hear it.
Sully
yeah.
will come flying in on his giant orange hat and deliver you a prize.
It's basically like the magic carpet from Aladdin. I can just jump right on it.
Yeah.
Make sure
Mine
it's
has a
Weird.
steering wheel in there and a nice steering
2:57
wheel.
a.m.
Wait. So, clarifying question:
Yes.
the hat, is the top up or down? Are you in the hat when you're flying it, or are you perched atop
It's
it?
like a sunroof situation, really. Like I'm inside, but my head, like shoulders and up.
so
peer
you're
out of
inside
top.
the hat.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, pointed down.
Keeps it cozy.
I
in
like
there.
that.
Yeah,
It's like a spaceship.
Very much so. Yeah, I have all the amenities that Elon Musk would require in one of his rides in there. He helped me design.
But
it.
consultant?
everything is orange that's in there.
Oh,
So you get
absolutely.
like Cheetos and like Fanta.
all the dials, steering wheel, everything's in orange. So
Mm-hmm.
like I'm the only one that can really navigate the thing without some very bright lighting. I know what's going on in there, but and this joke has gone incredibly too far.
You lost me about 4 minutes ago.
Exactly. Like, Ashley turned it off and she's on the thing. That's not a good sign. Would you be so kind as to hand me the? They can't see me.
I thought you were
'cause
going
this
to
is a
ask Hillary
podcast.
to turn off that light.
There's a weird blue
Yeah, we gotta
light
turn the
ring
light off.
focused right on this box, featuring questions for a particular segment we do. I'm buying time because I needed her to have her mic in hand. What are we about to do here, Hillary?
Fun cast blast. Fun cast blast. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
I love it.
Oh wait, you have to get the sound.
Bunch of snakes.
Doesn't sound like
It
snakes.
sounded like my mic was in the box.
Snakes.
All right, so the Funcast Blast is a box of questions
Beep, beep, beep.
emailed in to podcast@funko.com, which is not a customer service channel, by Funko Fanatics like yourself. It's a bunch of rando questions. They've been these questions could be like a year and a half old at this
It could
point.
be.
Some of them in
Ooh,
here.
Nice.
I add new ones in fairly regularly, but there's some gems in here.
How do you guys feel about Y2K?
Oh, gosh.
What
Are you prepared
Y2K?
for the upcoming Y2K? That would be great. Let's plant some like really old questions there, or let you guys send in some really old questions. All right, first question from Lucas Bronner, aka
Look at
Looky
Looky
dooky.
dooky.
I love it. You guys just know because
What up, baby?
super fan right here. For Hillary, if you could suggest the next crazy flavor of Lay's potato chips,
Ooh.
what would it be?
Let's
Ooh.
go.
Well, I don't know what they've done, so I don't want
I
to
feel
pick
like there's
one.
been some kind of crazy flavors, especially overseas. They seem to get more flavors than we do here.
I would.
They have a more
Yeah.
adventurous
We
palate.
went to the Chinese market. Was it Chinese?
It was
market?
called the Asian Family Market.
Yeah.
And it's on Aurora. It's delightful if you're in the area. I think it's like around Edmonds area or
Yeah.
Shoreline in Washington State. And it's they have so many great snacks. And
And-
we went
yeah.
crazy and bought baskets full of snacks and then ate
Baskets
all
Well, it
of
was
them.
like
Sugar.
Canada only had what was the chips up there?
Ketchup chips?
Ketchup chips. I think they're
All
here now.
dressed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all,
All
dressed.
dressed?
are delicious.
Would
I feel like you're buying time here, Hillary.
is there a buffalo chicken flavor?
There's,
good.
I think there's buffalo wings, if I remember
That would
right.
be, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I haven't tried
Tastes-
that yet. That
tastes like
sounds
chicken.
very good. Are there sweet ones like cinnamon bun?
Oh, there you go. I think
All right.
dessert chips.
Yeah, dessert chips.
Oh, Lay's, you're welcome.
Nice.
Boom.
Want to go all play on this one?
Yeah.
You got it. You got
First
it.
one's always
No,
an all play.
I don't even know what I would even pick. I don't really eat chips.
What's the wackiest flavor you've seen?
I don't even know.
Ketchup.
I feel like Oreos does it a little bit too, and chips.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's some weird flavors that you're like, ugh.
No offense to Oreos, but I've tried a couple of those that I was not a fan of at all. I really need a variety pack.
Yeah,
Like a mystery pack.
That's a
that-
really good idea.
Remember they
like
had
the
that mystery
chocolates.
pack, and that flavor was not good.
But that's the problem. It's all one flavor. I want like each one of the
Yeah.
slots to be a
Each-
different
yeah.
flavor with like a little legend, kind of like the jelly beans, the
Or like a box of
Harry Potter
chocolates.
beans.
Do you guys want to hear an inside scoop that I heard on another podcast? I don't remember
Ooh.
which podcast it was.
Yes,
but
Do
yes,
tell.
yes.
do you remember Airheads?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, do you remember the mystery flavor?
Yes.
Yes.
So it was always
white.
like white. Yeah.
Yep.
And I found out that the mystery flavor, they don't dye it. So that's why it's white.
Mm-hmm.
And it is
Milk.
it's just a mix of whatever their overrun productions
I knew
are.
it.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
I knew
So
it.
it's different depending on
It
when you
is.
get a box.
It is different every time.
It's
That
like
is
it-
genius,
Yeah.
though.
Interesting.
Yeah. I always thought it was pineapple.
Dima, how about you with
Like
these
a fruity
chips?
flavor.
Chips?
Yeah.
What's a crazy flavor of Lay's chips you'd like to,
when
to
was
see
the last
made?
time you licked the keyboard?
I try
Lick
not
the
to,
keyboard?
considering
Yeah,
there are more
like-
germs
Oh,
on a
that kind of
keyboard
like
That's how you get the
than a
black
toilet
plague.
seat.
That's how everyone got the flu here.
Well, you
Yeah.
go to like library, like a public library, you lick a keyboard, you get a tasty
Yeah.
little taste.
That's
I
it.
think that would be a really good one.
You speak as if you've done this in many public libraries.
That's my hobby.
Sir, I'm surprised you're not.
It's safe to
That's
say
why
that
he's
you're
not
still
allowed to
with us.
go.
Do you know
to
how
libraries.
strong my immune system is right now?
I mean,
that's
Throw a
true.
brick
How
at it.
often have you ever been sick?
I don't do that.
He
you-
rarely gets sick, but he gets very upset.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
I'll get cranky.
just body trying to kick out all those germs.
He's only ever
He's
sick.
like a superhuman.
Yeah, he's only ever sick for like 1 or 2 days, and it's
don't know.
super mild,
It
and
happens.
he gets very upset.
I am not happy about it
Or
because
the
I have
rest
to
of us
stop
are sick
working.
for days.
And it's like pneumonia, and
Yeah.
like really serious.
I feel like this whole office got sick for like 3 weeks over break. Like,
I can tell you one flavor of Lay's potato chips I would not like, and that is Hawaiian pizza flavored.
Agreed. Oh,
I would
potato
eat that.
chips.
Can confirm.
Heck yeah,
I'm gonna
bring that
Dave
on.
here, and we're going to wrestle you for that.
Is there a pizza flavor?
Yeah. Good luck to you, sir.
That's true.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
Ooh.
You know what's really good? Pizza flavored goldfish.
Ooh.
Ooh, those are really good.
Those are good.
Also,
Also, they
the-
smell like BO though.
They do. But also,
It tastes wonderful.
the Lay's, I think Lay's has garlic bread flavor, and that was really good.
Oh,
Imagine the breath you
I'd
have
get into
after
that.
Nice.
I don't care.
I'd give
it's
that a whirl.
delicious. It's worth it.
I would like
Sock sweat, that
pizza
flavor.
flavored goldfish Lay's potato chips.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
They're shaped like fish.
Like a tasty flour.
A tasty flour.
It's an anchovy pizza at that point.
I like it.
I haven't had an anchovy pizza ever in my life.
I've
All
never
right.
had an anchovy.
Next
No,
question,
no.
we're going to start with Ashley from
Hit
work
me.
on this one. From Matthew Abbott. Is there a movie or show you watched as a kid that you thought was great then, but now watching it you find unbearable/unwatchable?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like probably not, just because I feel like anything I would watch now would kind of have like a good nostalgia to it, because I haven't really rewatched a lot of that I used to watch when I was a kid. Like Rocko's Modern Life still holds up. Maybe something like what were those shows that were on Friday nights on like ABC?
Oh, like Family
like Home
Matters?
Improvement,
Yeah, maybe like one of those. I haven't rewatched any of those.
Like an Urkel show?
Yeah.
Family Matters,
Family
Sabrina
Matters.
the Teenage Witch was on there.
Okay, that was awesome.
That
And
holds
probably
up.
still is.
It is. I have watched it recently.
What was the one with the dad and the blonde mom and all the kids? Step by Step. That probably isn't very good now, but I don't know.
I've rewatched Home Improvement a little bit, and that I still like, but I haven't watched Step by Step or what was the one the Olsen twins were on? I forgot. Full House.
Full House.
Full House.
I haven't
The
rewatched
remake
that.
they did of Full House, I cannot stand. That was terrible. On Netflix.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
never seen
I watched
it.
the first season. That was all right. How about
Nah,
you,
I don't
Dim?
really have
Is
an
there
answer.
something you watched as a kid that doesn't hold up now?
My life.
Oh,
We're going to
like
turn
you're
this
no
into a
longer.
therapy
Are
session,
you saying
we?
you're no longer a child?
Dima, this is a safe
I'm
space.
no longer a child.
Anything you said here will
What?
only be broadcast on the podcast.
But Toys R Us told
Worldwide.
me.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Nothing?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, everything holds up for me.
I thought about this one a bit because I was super excited about Dark Crystal as a kid. Scared the hell out of me a little bit, but also I really enjoyed it. And so I told my wife about it for years, how wonderful it was. And then I bought it instead of renting or borrowing, and we sat down to watch it. And the puppetry is amazing, the scenery amazing, but it is the slowest story of all time.
I loved it.
God, I just couldn't get into it anymore. My wife gave up 15 minutes in. She just disappeared. Like Wile E. Coyote,
She went to the couch.
Acme couch, just gone. Yeah, like
Oh,
I lost her.
I got really involved. It's one of those shows where, and I'm finding this out more and more lately, and I've been better about this since I've been watching more shows with subtitles. That's a show that you cannot be on your phone watching. You have to give it your
yeah.
undivided attention. And I've been trying to do that more with shows where I just don't have any distractions. I just put all of myself into it, and I'm enjoying things a lot more that way.
If you can put your phone down, you will definitely enjoy those shows more. I find myself just like I'll see the phone light up over at the side, and I'll turn to
Oh,
it,
no.
and then I gotta
Oh,
go
no.
back like 30 seconds
Can
and
do it.
rewatch because
Then just put it in a different language and put English subtitles. It'll force you.
that's interesting, and you might learn a foreign language that
Yeah.
way. I've always wanted to learn German. Why not?
There you go.
All right, we got time for one more of these, and we're gonna move on. So starting with Dima.
Oh, yeah.
It's a book.
Give me the good one.
Give me that novel.
All right, from Devin Hughes. If you could go back and live in any era in history for 1 week, when and where would you go? And you wouldn't be able to take any technology of today's time. It'd be like you were born in that time.
I'll go in as a caveman, probably.
You're going to go back that far?
Wow.
Yeah,
What's
it'd
the
be
attraction to that?
You can
Just
hunt.
interesting. Yeah, like you get to hunt.
Oh, you want to go primal.
I'll come up with like an iPhone,
But you can't bring or you
No,
can.
I'll
Can
come
you
up
not
with
bring
it.
your
I'll come up with
technology about
flying. I'm like, this
technology,
is how you
though?
fly.
I mean, if you could develop it based on what you knew, then sure, go
Yeah.
for
What
it.
if
I don't
you
think
just-
I could.
You go back in time and then you just blow these people's minds.
Yes.
Or they
Yeah.
think you're nuts.
Then you're the ancient alien.
Yeah.
Be the god.
I'm pretty sure we're all living this with Elon Musk right now. I think he
probably.
came back from the future. He's just making stuff that he already knew existed that somebody else made. He's changing the timeline.
Either that or yesterday. Yesterday sounds good. Too.
You just want to go back one
Yesterday.
day.
Yeah, why not?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yesterday was relatively boring for me, so I'm not going with that.
I don't
Mine
wanna go-
too. I would just make it more exciting.
I don't want to go too far back. I think I'd like to go back to like the 50s or 60s. Just a simpler time. There were less distractions. There were no
Yeah.
phones. You
There
you
was
met with people.
a war between Russia and America. Come on, man, we can do that.
Are you this age, or do you go back? Like, if you were to go back into the 90s,
You're
would
your
you be your
current age
Okay.
in that time, I think. I don't like that part.
Yeah.
I don't want to be at war with Dima. I'm not a fan of that idea, but
I'd go back to the
let's be
80s so I
friends.
could go watch Prince.
I would go back to the 90s to experience it as an adult.
Grunge.
Yeah.
what would be the one thing you would miss most from all that, though? Like you're back then and you're hanging out with your friends.
Phones?
Yeah, that's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Phone.
I don't know,
Oh,
we're so
directions.
dependent on them.
I wouldn't know how to get anywhere
You
with
don't know where your
MapQuest.
friend is.
We'd have to print it off again and just...
If you go back to like 1990, you didn't have internet at all in any way, shape, or form.
Really, you go to like 2005, there wasn't a lot
You
of...
barely, yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna go over to GeoCities and
Can you imagine you meeting up your
Netscape.
friend somewhere and they're not there and you cannot contact them? Like you don't know how to contact them. Like
There were
where are they?
payphones.
I would have lost a lot of friends. I would have been like, you didn't even show up.
are y'all old enough to remember memorizing phone numbers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew my phone number, like 3 or 4 of my best friends, all the local movie theaters to check for times, and the store I worked at, so I could call to check and see what was going on there. Like I remembered like dozens of numbers. Now I can barely remember my own if somebody asks
Yeah.
for it.
And I had a bunch of the phone cards.
Oh, that's right. You talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
my dad worked for a telecommunications company, so I always had phone cards for the payphones.
Nice.
That's a weird perk.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We had Space Jam ones.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
It was
that before.
awesome.
Do you have any still?
Somewhere.
Oh, you got to find those and take a picture.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Space Jam 2's coming. Like next year sometime.
Cannot wait.
With
Yeah.
LeBron.
I
LeBron.
wish I could find them.
That's going to be awesome. I just saw Nike didn't officially announce these new LeBron 17s that are in the Monstar colors. They were leaked, but they're coming.
Yeah.
I'm not one for spreading leaks normally.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Hot take.
All right, that was the Funcast Blast. If you'd like to send in questions for future episodes of the Funcast, you can email those to podcast@funko.com. Remember, not a customer service channel, which means don't email in to ask if we will ever make something.
It
There
is
should
the
be a question about
16th
caves.
Sunday in February, though,
Nice.
What is the 16th Sunday in February?
when it's a customer service channel.
Okay, that seems fair.
Yeah.
So, like, leap years.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
4 leap years.
All right, Fanatic of the Week. We've made some changes over the last couple of months. I think we've been rolling with this for a while, so you guys probably know. But if you'd like to apply to be Fanatic of the Week, all you got to do is post to Instagram or Twitter photos of you and your collection. I slowed down and enunciated so you'd hear me. You and your collection. Using the hashtags Fanatic of the Week and My Funko Story. Those are 2 separate hashtags. Our most recent winner is Meg Stocker from Colorado. She loves Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, especially The Mandalorian. Preach. Wonder Woman, NFL, NBA, and U.S. Women's National Soccer, among many other things. She is a diehard fan, a listener to the Funcast, mega fan, super VIP, and now a Fanatic of the Week. So you guys go show some support to Meg and then apply by sending in your photos.
Congrats to Meg.
Woo!
I love every week when we post. We usually post them on Fridays consistently. And you see the same crew, most of you who listen to the Funcast, jump in and show support to whoever won.
Nice.
I absolutely love that. Please continue to do that. And then when somebody else new comes into the mix and says, hey, what's this? How does this work? I see you guys already doing it, but continue to be nice and educate them and tell them how they can enter to win. I see that all the time. I love it. People bringing people into the fold all the time.
Be kind.
All right, moving on to listener questions. Big shout out, special thanks to people who emailed in over the last few weeks. I had to go back because we've had 2 getting to know episodes. But shout out to Manuel, a.k.a. Night Bodega, Bo Lobenheimer, Dean Logan. No, that's Sean Logan, a.k.a. Afro Freddy, Stephanie Tebbs, MC, Chris Shortle, Benjamin, Nicholas Scott, Haven Huth, Jed Wagman, Casey Marcella, Devin Hughes, Bryce Anderson, who's a new listener, Matthew Abbott, Corwin the Great, Lucas Bronner, a.k.a. Lukey Dookie, Walker Cross, Sven Lee, Ryan Matsumoto, a.k.a. Asian Tony Stark, David Vu, Joe Boris, a.k.a. Take Me to the Riot. That sounds like a really cool 90s band. Clint Crockett, Neeson Wiseman, Robert Vadas, Ryan Falgowski, and John Cady. That's a list.
It's a lot of people.
Interesting fact, you blinked 7 times while reading to this list.
7?
Did you know that Sully only ever blinks 7 times?
A day?
In an
This
hour.
was his...
Yeah.
This was his
Constantly giving
moment.
him drops.
And they only happen during podcasts.
She doesn't even ask. She comes at me with the bottle. Puts
Like,
like,
here you
right
go.
in my eye.
It's a spray.
Would you, if you would not be able to like blink, would you allow somebody to lick your eyeballs?
Who?
Only a Dima question.
Well, I'm just
Wait,
asking.
yeah, that's
An
a great
animal?
question.
Yes.
Also, can you recommend or can you promise that you wouldn't get an infection from that?
I don't think you can get an infection.
Yeah.
Can you?
You
If
don't
someone
want
licks your
pink
eyeball,
eye?
you can get an infection.
Just
I was
'cause
lied.
you're like cannot be harmed or
Or
get
pink
sick.
eye.
But
Yeah.
it's the tongue, not the other part.
There's so much bacteria in your mouth.
Everywhere.
Don't do that.
It's everywhere.
When I was in
It is
junior high,
everywhere.
I knew people who would switch contacts to see what like somebody else's
Oh.
prescription
Oh,
was
that's
like. And
hot.
I'm like, no,
That's
Ew.
that's
would you do that?
Oh.
yeah,
Oh, that's horrible.
don't ever do that,
What about
kids.
people that share toothbrushes?
Nope.
Why
Haven't you seen people do that?
Why would you do
Or
that?
heard people do
I've
that?
never seen anyone.
I'm gonna be the
do
internet
that.
for a minute. Why?
I know. I think it's disgusting as well.
All right, let's move on to questions from
Whatever.
listeners. David Vu sent in a question. We're going to start with myself on this one. What is your favorite section of the Funko Hollywood store? So if you guys aren't aware, I think you are, but we have a store in Hollywood, Los Angeles, the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Funko Hollywood, 40,000 square feet of amazingness. Personally,
What a store.
What a store. Not what a burger. What a
What a
store.
store.
What a store. What a Hollywood store.
What a Hollywood store.
Personally, I think my answer changes depending on the week. I really dig that small Pixar Disney toy store area at the front.
That is
but
really cute.
Marvel and Star Wars are both awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to do that because normally I like pin down
it
an answer,
all.
bud. Come on. I'm going to go with Disney, Pixar.
It is really hard to pick a favorite. I think when it first opened, I said the horror house was my favorite. I like that big scary tree. But I also really love the Wizarding World Harry Potter section of the store too. The lighting is really nice in there, and I like how the products are displayed like in the windows from the castle is pretty cool. And I also really like that Freddy and Huckleberry Hound like recording studio kind of area that's next to Stranger Things.
That is cool. Yeah, that's like, what do you call it area? It's got like a lot of 80s.
It's called like Funko TV, I think, because it's
Yeah.
all the TV properties. So it's like
Stranger-
Game of
oh.
Thrones, Stranger Things, and then there's that wall of all the TV stuff.
And Rick and Morty is right there with the
Yeah.
spaceship that you can, like an Instagrammable moment. How about you, Ash?
Saturday morning cartoons.
It's a cool
Oh, and
one.
I
You
forgot
can-
about that for a
You
second.
can take your photo with the Kool-Aid Man.
That's
You can get in a giant bowl of cereal. You can get in Fred Flintstone's car.
you
There's
almost
also
walk into a television.
Mr. Owl on
Oh yeah.
carousel. So
The carousel is the cutest
it
thing
is
I've ever
so
seen.
cute. And the lighting's in there is fairly good because you get a lot of natural lighting in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how many people don't even know that area is over there. Like if you just walk by and you don't
Yeah.
look, you see the giant TV screen.
Yeah.
And people didn't know that
Yeah.
was there, but it is
Get on
definitely
in there.
Yeah, we're trying to put little arrows on the screen to be like,
Ah,
enter
that'll
Be
here.
help.
like, go
So,
around
we'll
here,
see.
check it out. There's a room back here. You can go. It's not for employees only.
Give it a whirl.
Give them all. I really like the entrance to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is cool.
It's really cool. And
Is
seeing,
it sloped or is that just
Yes,
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I like it because like when
Everything is sloped, it feels like.
Yeah.
when people entering the store, they see the smile. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, this is cool. And plus, they have awesome screens over there.
Oh, they are.
Truth.
Yeah, I really dig the like the red carpet Freddy with limousine and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Totally.
Very neat.
So I like the entrance.
All right. David Vu said, I love Disney myself. My wife and I are Disney addicts. We've gone 100 plus times since getting our annual pass in March of 2014.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I feel like
I'm
I need
jealous.
an annual pass even though I don't live there.
Yeah.
Because
I could have got one last year, easy.
Yeah,
But you
'cause
never
I'm-
know like how often you're gonna go.
As soon as
Totally.
you buy it, you don't go for a year.
I know that's the problem.
It's a curse.
It is the curse.
Problem.
Yeah, I would buy it, and then I would end up being able to go once, maybe.
I really wish that Disneyland had that option where it's a cheaper price after 5 p.m. like Disney World has.
Same.
Because I
Twilight.
would totally. I only like going at night when it's not sunny and hot where I can get sunburned, and I like staying for the fireworks. And I would love to pay $80 for that.
Yeah. that's
Or
all-
World of Color.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
So
totally.
I love
Watched
that.
last time.
Oh yeah, we did. It was awesome.
I'm
All
not
right.
like a big musical gal, and I even kind of get down on the music on
Same.
that.
Oh yeah.
Plus, like Haunted Mansion is
What are
just
you writing there?
different when it's dark out.
Don't you worry about it.
I thought you were left-handed for some reason.
No, I'm left-handed.
I know you're left-handed.
Me.
That looks unnatural. Your hand.
I couldn't. I can't do it. I'm
I
gonna
think I
break
can.
something.
I can write right-handed. It just doesn't look that great.
No, if I do it, it looks like
It'd
somebody's
be a
having
real
medical
struggle
issue.
for me to write
Yeah.
left-handed.
All right, next question. This one starts with Hillary from Ryan Matsumoto. If you
Ooh.
could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be?
Nice.
This kind of goes back to that Friday night TV lineup thing.
I would say I would want to be one of the Spellmans for
On brand.
Sabrina the Teenage
I was
Witch.
thinking it before you said it. Yep.
Growing Pains might be kind of fun.
Ooh, you stole my answer.
A young,
really?
young Leo DiCaprio.
Hello.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
he was in that.
Uh-huh.
Right?
He was like a rebel in that one, wasn't he? When he the problem child.
Oh, yeah, he
essentially?
was. That's
Yeah.
kind of like why they like took him in, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I just read an article that said Claire Danes was up for that Titanic role before Kate
Oh,
Winslet, and she
really?
turned it down because she had just done Romeo and Juliet. And
That would have
didn't-
been weird.
And she was like, I didn't feel like I was ready to do that role. And they were like, do you regret it? And she was like, not at all. I'm glad I had the foresight at that age to know I wouldn't have done as good of a job as Kate Winslet had done.
Kate Winslet did an amazing
She
job in
did,
that
yeah.
film. Just seemed natural.
I'll go for the growing pains as well, but I would like to be one of those characters who just shows up as like a problem guy.
And then
like
leaves.
don't ever become this guy, and I'm just like in the corner, just eating out of a trash can, just
But
like
they find out that you have like a troubled home life
Yeah.
situation,
Nope.
and so then they solve
No.
it for you.
It
and
was straight up
that's
my
always
choice.
how it happens, though.
it was just my choice.
Just a bad seed.
Yeah, I just want to be that person who don't become.
Boy Meets World would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just go.
That was a good one.
I like my family in space. I would like to be on the Firefly cast.
Ooh.
While they may not have
Ooh.
been blood relations, they were a family.
They were a family.
Also,
Lost in Space?
what's a popular family? The Fast and Furious family.
Oh, man.
Well, family.
But not a sitcom. But
No, it's not a sitcom.
But
Would you
would
be
you
in the
watch
trunk?
it? Would you watch that sitcom?
I guess to be fair, neither's Firefly, but absolutely.
If you could be
Yeah.
an extra in the trunk of a car
Yeah.
while they were filming, would you do it?
oh yeah,
You will
Would-
never be seen.
I'd be like y'all. You see that scene right there? I was in the trunk during that whole thing.
dust
Like,
around.
prove it.
Threw up 7 times while they were driving in circles.
Would you watch a Fast and the Furious Cars mashup
Oh, that'd be exciting.
where the cars talk?
Or like it's the
I would
same
watch
cars
that.
from the Fast and Furious franchise, but the people who drove them are the character.
Yes.
So like
Yeah.
Diesel in that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were putting on a ski mask
Rock
with
is a
eye
giant
holes for a
Jeep.
second.
That'd be amazing.
Jacked up Jeep.
No,
And I
that's
was like,
only
on
on
brand.
Fridays.
All right, we got around to everybody on that one. So Ashley's up first on this next one. Our last
Hey.
question from the fans this week. Manuel, aka Night Bodega, said, "What are some of your favorite foods or drinks you have had during a Super Bowl game?" We can say it now. We're not advertising.
That's true. I mean, all the snacks.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I don't really drink during Super Bowls anymore. I guess I used to drink beer, but I don't drink beer anymore. Pretzels.
Some White Claws.
I haven't had a White Claw since the summer, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a summer drink.
It
Summer
is a
beverage.
drink. I don't know, just whatever's there. I mean, you got to have some wings, maybe some pizza, just snacking food, popcorn, trail mix.
Yeah, you don't
can't
do
go
a
wrong.
full meal.
No, it's
no.
like just an
You graze.
afternoon of snacks.
It's all appetizers.
Yeah,
all,
I
yeah.
love that.
Exactly.
That's how
Absolutely.
life should
Yeah,
be.
right?
Dima, before you answer, the Super Bowl is a game.
And the Browns are not in it.
football teams play against one another for the title.
I was rooting for Mariners at the time.
Me too.
No, you weren't.
Me too.
No, you weren't.
But if I would watch a Super Bowl, I would eat something slimy like a jar of marinated mushrooms and just fish those boys out with my fingers.
That
Yep.
makes for
And
good
just like-
audio in the
That's
old ear hole.
Yeah.
I just got bad chills from that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, go Browns, right?
You're going to after that.
Yeah.
Hey, that was not scripted.
Is
That's for
any
you,
of
Brian.
this scripted?
No, not very rarely.
Am I off script?
Yeah, we're all off script. Okay, that was weird. That's what I expected. For me, I agree. Wings are absolutely necessity. Pizza of all varieties except the kind with pineapple on top. Fries, maybe some, as some places up here call them, Mexi fries, which are just tater tots. Who are you kidding?
What? I've never heard
Did
of
you
that.
not see my tweet? There's a chain up here. I'm not
I
going to
haven't been
call
on
out.
Twitter in a while.
Where if you go and you order, like, you can get tacos, burritos, everything comes as an option as a value meal with Mexi fries. And it turns out Mexi fries are simply tater tots.
That's
Doesn't
really
Taco Time
weird.
call them Mexi fries?
I wasn't going to call anybody out,
I'm gonna call them
but
out.
there you go. That's who's
You
doing
I
it.
don't.
Hey.
I don't buy anything there. So
I get it
call
if you
that
call
one.
them
Once.
tachos. That makes sense.
Now, that is a whole different
Yeah.
ball game. There's no kidding around when it comes to tachos.
I want tachos right now.
I
God
want
made those
lobster
himself.
nachos right now.
I would love any form of nachos right now.
You know what? I got an
I'm
air fryer.
hungry.
I talked about this on the live today. I'm going to make some tachos in my air
That
fryer.
sounds so good.
Oh, I'm ready.
I want that.
I am so ready. Matter of fact, y'all, this is over. I'm going home right
Yeah,
now.
bye.
Can we come?
Yes, you're invited to my pre-Super Bowl Mexi Fry Tachos warm-up party.
There you go.
What do you got, Hillary?
I think you guys listed everything. Wings for sure. I may be alone on this, but I'm a huge fan of those cheese balls that are covered in nuts.
Cheese. Oh, where you like get a cracker
Yep,
and
you
break
get a,
off the
you
chunk.
get a Triscuit and
You
you
say
just
cheese
dip-
balls. I was thinking like
It's
cheesy
like a
beans.
giant
I know
ball
exactly what
of
you're talking
cheese,
about.
but it's covered in like almonds. I don't know.
Yeah, those are
Delicious.
pretty
I
good.
is
like
that?
those. It's just
With a wheat
orange.
thin. There you go. It is just orange.
It's
It's
just
all the
orange.
leftover cheese.
I
Yeah.
really like that. When I go to a party and I see that, I'm like, all right, that may be the Midwest.
I'm
in
Mama's
me.
home.
friends with it.
Yeah. But that is my go-to.
I'd get into that. Yeah, I'm ready for this party right now.
Yep.
All right, if you'd like to send in questions for future Funko Funcasts, feel free to email those to podcast@funko.com. Same rules apply as before. Not a customer service channel.
Except if it's the 16th Saturday in February.
Then it's allowed. Yeah, y'all map that out and tell us how that works. General topics: what's going on in and around Funko? Just a reminder, we're still running the Marvel 80 button program. If you haven't seen that yet, just share photos of your Marvel 80 Funko products. Those specifically have the Marvel 80 logo on them. That's Pops.
and the
that's
people that have already won,
PSH.
they're coming. I'm working on it.
Yeah, we just shipped out a huge batch of them, or are about to in the next couple of days, and we still have a couple weeks left in that before the buttons are done. They are limited; they are only for this. So you guys get your photos on Twitter or Instagram. You don't have to tag us or anything; just use that hashtag Marvel80, and that's how we look and see.
80 is in letters or numbers?
Good
Numbers.
call out, sir. It's
Numbers.
MARVEL 80.
80.
Yes, correct.
and we know
TH.
that it's technically the 81st anniversary right now.
TH or no
Well, we
TH?
But we're
started during
celebrating.
the 80s.
Yeah, you're right.
We're just continuing.
We're
over.
just celebrating longer.
We're not ready to end the party yet.
No.
Yeah. This party's running late. Mm-hmm. All right, Emerald City Comic Con 2020 is almost here. We're just a month and change out. Isn't that right? No,
Woo.
6 weeks out, essentially. We've already
my
told
gosh.
you.
Already?
Yeah, I know, right? That puts it in
Ugh,
perspective.
that is horrifying to me. We already have so many other things to do between them.
We are busy people. But I'm ready. I love Emerald City Comic Con. I know
Me
you guys
too.
do, too.
I
It's,
love
too.
it.
it's our home con. It's nice to sleep in our own
Need
beds a
some
couple of
green
nights
shoes.
during. It's a great con, great artist alley, best in the country. Funcast Live, we will be returning for a three-peat, our third time there, Friday the 13th, 5:15 p.m. in room.
It's also Jax's birthday. Just FYI.
I'll make sure she's helping us then. In room TCC L3R3. That just rolls off the tongue.
Your favorite droid.
Favorite droid, that's right. That is, you're going to have to line up and to get into there. So it's up to you when you want to go line up. We have had a full room the last 2 years, luckily.
Start now.
If you'd like to go ahead and start a line, just don't do it near Funko HQ.
It's like some like doctor's convention or something.
We're
What's this
like,
line for? This is fine. Also, we have called it a lottery in the past, but this year, working with Reed Pop for Emerald City Comic Con, there will be a drawing online that you'll need to apply for starting this coming Monday, February 3rd. I think that runs for a couple weeks, and then they'll close it, and then like a week later, they'll let you know if you got in or did not get in, just like in the past. So make sure you do that. And if you know somebody that's a Funko fanatic that will be going to Emerald City Comic Con, make sure they are aware. Because one thing I really hate to hear at the cons is I didn't know.
Yeah.
So let's help each other out and give everybody a chance. There will be open sessions at the end of each day. We can't tell you a time. We'll have to play it by ear. But there will be an opportunity for people to line up to get in. Funko stores. We have a Valentine's Day sweepstakes.
Share your Funko collection and use the hashtag Funko Valentine, and you'll be entered to. Oh, and Funko HQ and Funko Hollywood. And you'll be entered to win a $100 gift card to the stores and a gift basket, which I have no idea what's in. I think it's random.
Mystery gift basket?
Yes.
It is a mystery gift basket.
So,
But it's very Valentine's Day-y.
If you had to build the basket, what would you put in there?
Chocolate.
Definitely some chocolate. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of those little sweetheart pairings of Funko figures that look like mystery minis that we had in the little see-through boxes.
just a lot of candy. Sure.
Yeah. Some flowers.
Yeah, maybe flowers.
How about you, Damon?
flowers?
I'd make
Some
my
slimy mushrooms?
No, I'd make
Oh.
my basket out of ice cream and just make it melt so your hands are sticky.
What if the whole basket was a giant waffle cone?
Hey, there you go.
Yes.
Hillary. What?
Why? Why would
Makes
you
me
do
wonder
that?
what he gets you for Valentine's Day, but I don't really want to know. Just wondering. Don't
It's
really
just a
want to know.
bat.
And then finally, what's going on in and around Funko? We've got the Troll Doodle competition
Yeah, we
going
do.
on. So we shared a video of our sad attempts at drawing some trolls. Well,
Some of those were awesome.
I say I'm going to call myself a sad attempt. There were some other really good ones. What were there, like 20 from here at HQ?
Yeah, we had a associate from the Hollywood store do the one that's on the Funko bag, which
That's
is really
cool.
cool. And then we had a few people from our creative services team create some as well. So you can always tell when they do it because they're very
Oh, they're
artsy.
good.
Yeah, you can tell the artist from
Yeah,
The
for
hatching
sure.
one.
But no, it's really fun to we've had a lot of submissions already, so it's super fun to see all the fans and their kind of take on a
And so if a fan draws something
troll.
and posts it to Instagram or Twitter, what hashtag do they use?
Funko Doodle.
Funko Doodle.
Yes, so we'll pick a winner
D-O-O-D-L-E.
Friday on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh.
One on each.
So from the
Nice.
time this goes up, you got to hurry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it
Give
in
them
there.
away.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's great or not. Just
No,
have
just
fun with
whatever.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do
Yeah.
it.
No, they're super fun.
Doodle it.
Doodle.
Yes.
Just doodle it.
Yeah, and also doesn't really matter if you've won a giveaway from us already. You will be included.
Hold on. Making a note. Just doodle it.
Just doodle it.
Just doodle it.
It sounds familiar.
I don't think so. I think
No?
this is the first time it's ever been used.
Yeah.
Sounds like noodle.
Innovative.
That's why.
Yeah, just
That's-
noodle it.
that's it.
Yeah, there's a famous brand that does that.
Just noodle it. All right, y'all have anything else for what's going on in and
There's a
around?
lot going on.
Yeah?
And there's a lot more about to be going on with Toy Fair. coming
Yeah,
up.
Toy Fair's coming up New York, so
Oh.
be on the lookout for that. Emerald City Comic Con announcements are coming. I don't have a date, but they are coming.
There's another thing to help out your new fanatics that are joining in. If you see comments on there about people like, oh, I wish I could have gone to London to get those exclusives, or I wish I could go to New York to get those exclusives. The stuff that we reveal at these toy fairs, you guys know, is simply a reveal of things to come in the future months. Help educate your fellow fanatics on that and let them know, hey, no, these are just reveals. Stuff's coming soon. You didn't miss out on anything. Because we get that almost every time.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I get
It's-
it. As a fan, I didn't know what Toy
And
Fair
it's just
was.
our way of showing some of the cool things that are happening in 2020. So that's kind of how we use all the toy fairs. It's not you can't purchase anything. It's
Unless
mostly just
you're
news
buying
outlets.
like 20,000 of those units.
Right. So it's like if you're a retailer or if you're a news source, those are the people that go to it. It's a big industry show.
Or like independently wealthy, oil money. You know.
That'd be a lot to order.
Could you imagine? I'm going to buy this exclusive, and I'm going to buy all of them for myself.
They're like, I want to buy hundreds of thousands of Scrooge so that I can jump into a pile of Scrooge pops instead
brilliant.
of coins.
Now somebody's
Have
going to do
at
it.
it.
That's your
Can we
fault
film
now.
it?
That would hurt.
Can we film it?
I feel like that would be very, very pointy.
Yeah. Ooh, ow.
I heard an urban legend, I don't know if it's true or not, that at I'm not going to call out any specific cons or
Call 'em
booths.
out.
No, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But there was a limited edition comic book at a big con, and a guy stepped up, first person in line, and said, I want them all. It was like limited to 1,000 pieces, and they had not restricted how many people could get. So technically, this guy bought all 1,000 of this comic and could release them whenever he saw fit. to put one up for sale.
This reminds
Not
me
right.
of when I went to try to see NSYNC when I was 11 years old, and they didn't have a restriction on how many tickets you could buy.
Ugh.
And I got up at 3 a.m. to wait in line, and the guy in front of me bought 30 tickets.
No.
And it sold out, and then I
It's
couldn't
so
get tickets, and I was the next in line.
Man.
So I went
I'm
to
sorry.
see Third Eye Blind and Eve Six, and that was my first concert.
Third Eye Blind.
pretty
would be
good.
It was
dope.
really good.
That's pretty good.
My dad was like, "What else you got?" And they're like, Third Eye Blind and Eve Six, and I was a fan at the time, so I was like, "Huh."
Oh, it's good you knew who they were.
I did, yeah. I was a big Eve Six fan, actually.
That worked out.
Yeah,
That could have been really bad. Could have seen like Barney live or something.
I probably would have
Yeah, it'd be
done
cool.
that just to see it.
Sure,
Actually,
let's
I
get
was
tickets.
11, so I'd have been like, "I'm too cool for that."
Just a little too old.
Just a
Yeah.
little too old for that.
All right, on our last Funcast, episode 134, we had on Dave Beret, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking to him. We asked you to share on Twitter and SoundCloud and YouTube for a chance to win. Over on Twitter, our winner of a Social Media Freddy 2.0, a.k.a. phone, a.k.a. Sassy Boy, and a mystery prize is Back to the Funko. That's their handle. That's a cool
Nice.
Twitter
Yeah, I
name.
like
Alright.
that.
We'll send you a DM. Over on SoundCloud, just for commenting one simple little comment, Space Dude is getting a Social Media Freddy and a Funcast t-shirt.
Nice.
How's that now?
Space Dude!
Yeah, he can use that on his phone now as outgoing message. And then on YouTube, simply for commenting one simple little comment on YouTube, a mystery prize pack going to Ventra Nix. It sounds like somebody from like a space TV
Yeah,
show. Like Lex.
futuristic. Yeah,
Doesn't that sound like a Lex character?
totally. That's definitely a Lex character.
Ventra, YouTube does not allow us to send direct messages. I don't know why that's not a thing.
Get that.
I don't get it either.
So weird. I'm sure people abused it, and that's the problem. Ventra, if you're hearing us, I hope you listened again and didn't give up on us after one episode. Or if anybody knows Ventra, let him or her know. All you got to do is email us prizes at funko.com to claim your prize.
Ventura
Also,
is in the future.
not a customer service channel. Ventra's in the future,
Yeah.
hanging out with Elon.
Yep.
All right, we got a new giveaway, or a couple, for this episode, 135. Same scenario as previous weeks. If you'd like to win a Social Media Freddy 2.0 and a mystery prize, all you got to do is share the Funko Funcast on Twitter. Include the hashtag Funko Funkast. That's FUNK.
Oh.
FUNKAST. Side note, I love when people use the capital O in there because they hear us do that. That's
Nice.
really cool. A link to where you listened and why people should listen. That's a key one. You got to tell them, and not just,
Why?
I go for the prizes.
Why?
Why? No. It should be like, I like the bad dad jokes, or these guys and gals are pretty funny. Something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, you just and gals.
Sorry, it did sound like an afterthought.
It did,
I
yes.
didn't want to just loop you into guys, though. That seemed inappropriate.
Appreciate you.
And then also the emoji. We need an emoji this week. Anybody have a suggestion?
Did you guys see that they just announced all the new emojis that are
I
coming?
was just wondering about that.
I didn't see that.
There's some good stuff
What,
on there.
is there a weirdest one?
Let me pull it up real quick.
While she's doing that, do y'all have an emoji that we should use?
Pick an emoji.
Pick an emoji.
I wonder what the least used emoji is. I feel like it's got to be one of those at the far right whenever you're...
Maybe
whenever-
one of like the arrows.
Okay,
or
there's a
something?
smiley face coming with like the joke glasses.
Oh.
A smiley face
Oh,
with
like a
one
mustache and a
single,
nose?
yeah, with one single tear. A polar bear head. Looks like a beaver or a squirrel. I'm not sure. A fly, a worm, Dima, a worm.
I like it. Ooh, don't we already
A
have
pair
worm?
of lungs.
I think
a
we already
real
have the worm.
heart.
a real heart.
real
like
heart.
like an organ?
Yeah, a plant. A black cat. A black cat.
All right. I like this one. Hillary's got, it looks like a speaker aimed up at an angle with sound coming out of it.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what's funny is you did
Yeah.
that, and look what screen I'm on. I have it up right in front of me at the same time.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Also,
weird.
a pinata coming, a nesting doll, an accordion.
Does the pinata look like a llama?
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, pretty close.
The power
A
of Fortnite.
beetle, a
Fortnite.
roller skate. Ah, there's so many. I love it.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, so follow those. And one more time, here's your checklist. The hashtag, the emoji, a link to where you listened, and tell people why they should listen.
Which emoji?
It's the speaker.
Speaker
Oh, gotcha.
with sound coming out, not
I
the
just
one with
sent
the
you the
lines.
tweet, Hillary. So
Oh,
can,
thank you.
You can peep them.
There you
I'll
go.
peep them.
And then over on SoundCloud, all you got to do is leave a comment anywhere under episode 135. It can be a single comment. You can leave 100. Totally up to you. We're looking for some new listeners who haven't jumped in the mix before. So if somebody says, oh, I really want to win Social Media Freddy, tell them, go over to SoundCloud and listen to the Funcast and comment.
People win.
We do check the comments to see if it's just, I want to win. That's not. So, no,
Listen to
that's not it.
instructions.
Yeah.
There are so many good ones. There's a green pepper.
Are these new emojis?
Yeah.
Oh, they're fun. We should use all the new emojis when they come out in one
There's a
tweet.
dodo bird.
That'd be
There's
so hard.
Could do it.
there's
We don't
just
have to tell a
straight up
story.
lungs. There's a bubble tea.
Is
Oh,
that a-
there's like this. That's
I know.
perfect.
Oh, this is the bathroom. Is that the bathroom emblem for male and female?
Uh-huh.
That's okay. All right.
Well, it's about time.
Okay, emoji. Emoji, okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So we got a new section we've been doing for the last few weeks on the Funcast, reviews. We're urging you to go leave reviews for Funko Hollywood, Funko HQ, and of course the Funko Funcast. And we're picking some of our favorites. Funko Hollywood, we got a nice review from Andrew D, who said, and I love this place is legit. Tons of inventory and lots of photo ops. If you're in Hollywood and love Funko, I would certainly stop by. Everyone that works there is so helpful and upbeat. It's awesome.
That's so
Awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, we're not paying for these.
No.
Andrew D doing God's work there. That's amazing. And then for the Funko Funcast, going back over to iTunes and looking for reviews. We could use some new ones there, guys, if you haven't left one before. From Mastermind, titled Best Time I've Had at Work.
All
Don't
right.
tell his employer. What a great show. I was up to my eyeballs analyzing data and doing stats for work when this little gem popped up. It was a great show. Started watching for the unboxing, but stayed for the bad dad jokes. Very clever dialogue. So somehow Mastermind has crossed over between the live unboxings and the Funcast, and I'm okay with that. I love it because nice positive review. Thank you very much for doing those. Videos.
Videos, you say.
We got some new ones. We're updating our YouTube channel regularly, and we just had some really cool interviews with Reese O'Brien talking about the Child Pop, like some behind-the-scenes stuff on that. TV's Jake Choi visited Funko Hollywood for his birthday party
Yeah.
and did an
Yeah.
interview with us. Dude's awesome. He interacted with our tweets and video posting almost immediately.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Jake Choi. He was really nice.
Seemed like it. Very authentic.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
tweet at
Yeah, very sincere.
Tweet at him, guys. Tell him he's awesome.
Tell him he's awesome.
We broke down the top 10 added and top 10 wish-listed figures from the Funko app over the last year, which I found very interesting.
And they weren't super rare ones either.
No.
It was interesting.
Lot of Marvel.
Yeah,
Not
oh.
surprised.
Pokemon, too.
Yes, Pokemon was in there. And then, we're taking a closer look at some of the sets or the sections at Funko Hollywood, and our most recent one is a look at the Disney area, which I just shouted out as my favorite. So go check those out on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up on any of the videos you like. Leave some nice positive comments below those. We would appreciate it. And don't forget, when the Funcast episode 135 goes up, because we do put it up so you can listen from YouTube, comment underneath there for a chance to win. All right, it's time for cool stuff we saw last week.
Whoa.
Stuff.
She
Hell of a wind-up.
really got some breath.
Her ear starts flipping, when she's doing that.
Her face turned purple for a second before
All
she
the
started.
pops in here shook.
Ooh, they bobbled. Wait, I have one thing to note about emojis before we move on. From
You
that.
still in the
There's a
emoji
hex
thing.
one.
Yeah, there's a hex.
That's what I said. Black
Oh,
cat.
the name of your new cat?
My new kitten. Hex.
Who would like to start with cool stuff we saw last week?
I could start if you want to.
Go for it.
Picked up a new show recommended by Shani from New Jersey called The Black. What do you call Black
Clover.
Clover. Black Clover.
That was such a buildup.
I thought it was just called
Black.
The Black.
I was like, okay, on brand.
I'm too busy
Like
to watch the
deep.
show. I don't remember the
It's
title.
anime.
It's anime.
You're too
I-
busy to watch it, yet you're recommending it? Is the
No,
cool
I'm
stuff?
too busy to remember the title.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that show is so good. I just can't stop watching it.
You know,
I'm
there are
not-
times now where I'll watch stuff on Netflix, and I don't know what it's called, but I enjoy the entire
Yeah.
series.
You're like, I don't know what that
Isn't
is.
that weird?
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you, Shani, for putting us on the path of anime.
Where can people watch this?
I think it's on Hulu.
Hulu and Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, y'all get a lot of use out of the Crunchyroll, don't you?
We have been.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
For me, also a show. I already watched season 1. Season 2 just dropped of Tiny House Nation.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I love that show.
I could never live in a tiny house. Just not me. I'm a collector. I have too many
I
things.
just like watching how people figure it out.
Yes.
Yep.
I love
It's
the
always
little
the shower
easy builds.
bathroom situation that
Don't
amazes
like
me.
that.
It's like your toilet's in your shower,
Yeah,
sir.
do you sit on the toilet and shower?
I don't know.
I saw one the other day. They had a giant tub in there, like bigger than I've ever seen in a home before. It took
Want
up
a
half
giant
this
tub.
trailer. But
Is it
that
also
was-
the toilet?
You got to put. Never mind. I'm not going there. They had a bigger tiny home. It was like a tractor trailer
Yeah.
size, but still, that was a focal point for them. And they put a grand baby piano in one.
What?
That's not a tiny house anymore.
Guy waited till he had already started building and was like, by the way,
No.
I have a piano I'd like to put in
No.
there.
And I think it's a
Get outta
keyboard.
Yeah, they were like,
here.
"Oh no, sir, you're
That doesn't
insane."
count.
They
Here's
made
a
it work.
house.
I love that though. I feel like if I could ever afford a like a cabin or something, it would be cool to have a tiny house version.
I would like a tiny
For
house
your guests. I stay in the cabin. Here's your tiny house.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for me.
Well, that's a nice thing to do. Yeah. Hey, you don't want to be in here with us. Go out and enjoy your
That
own
would be
home.
very cool. Like a
It would
little
be.
guest house.
I'd have one for traveling. It'd be pretty great
like a
for
she
cons
shed.
if I could just roll a she shed. Someone finally burnt down my she
What
shed.
do you mean, finally?
Finally, have they been trying?
What?
Have you not seen that commercial?
No.
This,
Like
they're
a State Farm
Yeah.
or something ad.
her and her husband are standing out there, and she's like, "Well, somebody finally burnt down my she shed." And the husband's like, "Mm-hmm."
It's funny.
You had to be there.
I think so.
All right, what's your cool thing of the week?
I also got really into Black Clover. It's a really good anime.
It's like we live together.
I know, right?
She remembered the title though.
I know.
Instead of the black.
The Black.
That's the only
what-
thing
what
I care
was it?
about.
What
The
was it?
rest doesn't matter.
I want to give a shout out to a show that I very much like, called American Greed, that I'm a huge fan of. It talks about it's like true crime. So not like, well, sometimes there's murder, but it's just people who are so greedy, and they it's like a lot of pyramid schemes and things like that. The new season has the whole testing scandal that happened where parents were paying to have like fraudulent SAT tests for their kids to get into college. So that's on there. Fire Festival just went on there for this season. So it's just, there's like, the guy's voice is so soothing, and he just talks about people who are really, really greedy. The woman that we watched the other night, she was like basically frauding investors out of their money, saying that she was building a teledoc system, and she was just living in 5-star hotels and she spent $5 million in like a year and a half just on herself.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
she
that's
would go to
possible.
Bora Bora like every other week for vacations, and it's just interesting to see how lavish people's lifestyles are when they're spending
When they're
other
greedy.
people's money.
Yeah.
give me $5 million. I'm set for life.
Right? No, she just blew it in like a year.
Jeez,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
waste.
I can't remember if I've spoken about this already or not, but I just finished The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on
Oh,
Amazon.
did you like it?
Yeah, it was really great. It's set in like the late 50s, and it's about this woman and her husband get separated, and then she finds like a life of comedy, which is really cool. I just love the sets and like the outfits and all that. So if you haven't watched it, it's on Amazon.
I haven't watched it.
You should.
I want
yeah,
to.
It's good.
So there's no chance at additional seasons?
Oh, 3 just premiered not that long ago.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if they're doing seasons past.
You're
I
just
would-
caught up.
Yeah, I'm just caught up now. But it's a great show. Also, Zachary Levi's in it, and he's
Oh,
he's great.
nice.
So,
Sold. Nerd royalty right there.
yep.
And a quality guy. I've had a chance to meet
Very
him a couple
nice guy.
times. We all
yeah,
got
we
to
met
meet
him. Yeah, he was super nice.
Super nice, yeah. All right, so we got around everybody on that.
Yep.
Yep.
It's time
Yes, sir.
for
How
bad
fast?
dad jokes.
Okay, so how fast do you think you can do it this week?
I did not count, but we have 2 full sheets of bad dad
Sheesh.
jokes. And I think in the past that was close to 25 jokes.
25. Okay, so
based
how
on
many
that?
seconds do you think?
I've been way off the last few. I'm going
So
to
you're going to go 10 minutes?
I'm gonna go
With a warm-up?
real slow. I could do this in 120.
120? Okay.
120? 2 sheets?
120 minutes.
I think
120 minutes.
I think 45 seconds.
45 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to
think
say
120.
45.
Hopefully I do better than last time.
Solid minute.
I
solid
1
minute?
minute? Un minute.
And what did you say again, Sally?
Un minute. I'm going 120.
120.
Guys, if
okay.
you don't
And I'm
know,
not gonna
he's
look at the
actually
clock.
stretching right now.
Yeah. Last time I didn't do so hot. Let's see if I can recover
He's
this time.
stretching for this.
Shout out to everybody who sent in jokes, and I didn't even put them all in here, so I apologize if yours didn't make the cut. There were some overlaps this week. I don't know where these sources are coming from, but all right. Robert Vada, Stephanie Tebbs, Joe Boris, Manuel, aka Night Bodega, Ryan Matsumoto, aka Agent Tony Stark, Jed Wagman, Sean Logan, aka Afro Freddy, and Bo. Yes, the Bo. Laubenheimer. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. What did the Mandalorian say about how to cook the Thanksgiving turkey? This is the way. How does Sith Lord say goodbye? Sith you later. What did Yoda say when he first saw himself in 4K? HDMI. Why is Yoda such a good gardener? Because he has a green thumb. Why can't you count on Yoda to pick up the tab? Because he's always a little short. What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun? Lukewarm. Personal favorite. Which program did Jedi use to open PDF files? Adobe One Kenobi. How was the snake's favorite class? History. What did the drummer call his twin daughters? And a 1 and a 2. That's a good one. What is between the Los Angeles Chargers and a dollar bill? You can still get 4 quarters out of a dollar. Oof. How many Detroit Lions players does it take to win a Super Bowl? No one really knows. Stealing someone's coffee is called mugging. The other day I held the door open for a clown. It was a nice gesture. No matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary. Today my son asked, can I have a bookmark? And I burst into tears. 11 years old and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. If a child refuses to sleep during nap time, they are guilty of resisting arrest. What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. What is the quietest sport? Okay, I messed that up. What is the quietest sport? Bowling. You can hear a pin drop. What does a painter do when he gets cold? Adds another coat. Why do dragons sleep during the day? So they can fight nights. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for fresh prints.
Nice.
Yeah.
124.
Oh, it's close. If I hadn't bobbled, I bobbled.
That's all right.
It's all good.
I want to just mention that I told that Adobe One joke at Star Wars Celebration like 3 years ago to crickets.
Yeah.
You're like, and thought this was the right crowd.
You know,
They all just stared me down.
Nice.
first
they
of
weren't
all,
having it.
That was a lost episode.
Yeah, that was the lost episode. So you could have heard a lot of people not laughing at my BDJs.
It was our first live.
Yep.
So we were still learning.
Yep.
But also, I think the sign of a really good bad dad joke is crickets.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, you have to give it a second. And then you're either like, ah.
But no one cringed.
Yeah.
People just stared blankly at me. It was
You're
horrible.
like, give me something.
I was like, now I know what it's like to be a stand-up comedian.
I think
And
it goes
it's not
back,
for me.
It goes back to that thing we talk about being a good fan. Like, I bet a bunch of people in the audience really enjoyed it, but like they didn't want to like.
I try to be the best audience member.
Yeah.
Like, I will hoot and holler and laugh and clap and like nod my head and smile at whoever is like.
Yeah.
Like, I feel out of breath by the time someone has finished giving a presentation.
We've talked about it a bunch, and I've always joked about we should do like a video or a series on being a good fan, because
Yeah.
regardless of you're at a live Funcast or at a panel for anything else, the people on stage feed off of you and what
Yep.
you do in the crowd. And if you're just sitting there staring, even though you might still be enjoying it, they don't know that.
Yeah.
You got to give them a little something, some eye contact, some laughter, like you said, some nodding.
Totally. Yeah,
Some
just
hoops and hops.
Yeah.
If you want to jump
All of
up
that.
and go for it, don't be rude.
Just
but-
like in burlesque.
yeah. Like the clapping and the cheering.
don't be eating slimy mushrooms while you're sitting out in the
Hey.
crowd.
Ugh.
Oh, that's a
Enough
good
of the
idea.
slimy mushrooms.
All right, that was our bad dad jokes. That was our Funcast. I don't think. Do you have anything else to put in there?
No.
Anything else to share?
I need to clear out my desk. I have too
Are you-
many figures on it.
You going somewhere? Oh, okay. I thought you were leaving us for a
No,
second.
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. No, you're not going anywhere. We're not allowing it.
Not yet.
Nice.
You have too many figures. Have you
That's
seen
it.
my desk, sir?
I've seen your desk.
I think you have the starter kit going over at your end.
Yeah. But I need to rotate mine. So
Rotate's good.
yeah,
I've done that.
I might rotate a pop into somebody's house.
Like that
randomly.
time they told me we were moving, and then we didn't move for a month, and I had all my stuff packed up, so I looked like some sort of
Yep.
psychopath with my clear desk.
We might be moving soon too.
Yep.
I mean, that's always a possibility. I really wish we could just pick up like the whole desk and then just move it. Maybe I'll build some sort of shell, like a bed liner, for
Ooh,
a truck.
that's a
and
good
just
idea.
Pick it all up and then go pop it in the new
A
area.
little
many
clear
figures.
plastic. But then you have
Pop
to glue
it.
everything down.
Yeah.
Eh,
I kind of like when they fall sometimes.
You like
happens
it?
at
You
your
like the
desk quite
sound
a
of
bit.
it?
It's such a chaos
Keeps
when
me
they
on
fall.
the edge, you know?
Yeah.
If a pop falls on a desk and no one's there to hear it, did it make a sound?
Did it actually happen?
I think that's the note we leave on. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Gotta know
Emergency
what you
night.
know.